Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review for you guys. So the movie I'm reviewing today is Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. So this movie was released on October 30th, 2015. So that makes the day that I'm posting this its 5-year anniversary. It was directed by Christopher Landon, and it stars Ty Sheridan as Ben, Logan Miller as Carter, Joey Morgan as Augie, and Sarah Dumont as Denise. So I couldn't find like an actual budget for this movie, but apparently it was somewhere in the range of $15 to $24 million. And at the box office, they made $16.1 million, so they did not do very well at the box office. So let's get into what this movie is about. So this movie starts off with a laboratory scene. And while we're in this laboratory scene, we see this janitor. He basically starts the zombie apocalypse because he is cleaning up the lab, and then he goes in to one of the laboratories and finds like this guy, and he's kind of like, well, what's this all about? And then the guy comes to life and bites him, and then he bites the scientist, and then the scientist gets out and starts infecting this town. So all while this is happening, we have our main characters who are the Boy Scouts, essentially. So we've got Ben, we've got Carter, and we got Augie. And Ben and Carter are really only in Scouts because of Augie, and Augie is kind of like this like nerdy kid, and they are friends with him, kind of like a buzzkill kind of thing, because the whole premise is that they're going to go camping because Augie is going to get the Condor patch, which is like the highest patch that you can get in this type of Scouts. And so but it's also the same night as like this big senior party that Ben and Carter have been invited to, but they don't want to tell Augie because one, he won't want to go, and he won't want them to go. So they basically are kind of like between a rock and a hard place. So they go to this thing, but their troop leader happens to be missing. So they're like, okay, well, maybe he had to go do something. And then Ben and Carter slowly sneak away after they think Augie is asleep, and they go get ready to go to this party. And they stop at this convenience store to change out of their Scout uniforms, and there they realize that across the street is a strip club, and the strip club has not... The bouncer at the strip club has disappeared. He's not there. So they're like, this is the perfect opportunity to go to the strip club. So they go to the strip club, and a stripper comes out and starts dancing, and they're like, oh, well, it's also Halloween night, so there's like a bite mark on the stripper's neck, and they're like, oh, that's kind of weird, but it's makeup for Halloween. And then she like goes up the pole and then like kind of lays back with her legs around the pole, so she's like upside down, and then the neck wound starts spraying them with blood, and they realize that she is actually a zombie. And then the zombie bouncer comes and tries to attack them, and they actually team up with one of the... Well, she works at the strip club, but she's a cocktail waitress, and she actually went to high school with them, but she was a lot older. And so then they realize that there is this zombie outbreak, and they have to figure out how to survive. And basically the main goal is to get to the senior party because that is where Carter's sister is, and Ben has a crush on Carter's sister and wants to make sure that Carter's sister is okay. So they're all trying to get there, but they're also being able to use some of the skills that they have as Boy Scouts to defeat these zombies. So let's talk about the things that I liked about this movie. So I thought the zombie effects were pretty good. I think there was some like major CGI scenes, but I think for the most part, I think the zombie makeups looked pretty decent, and even the CGI scenes, they were some pretty inventive CGI scenes, and I really appreciated that. I also really do always enjoy when there are people who have to like make weapons out of like random things and like movies like this, and so there's a couple random weapons that are pretty fun in this. There's like a weed eater that I think it has like nunchucks on the ends of it so that it's spinning around and whacking all these zombies with nunchucks. And things like that are just kind of fun. I also really did enjoy that this kind of had like, it was rooted in this message of friendship and how we kind of do things and we make friends because of the things that we do, and that's really what makes us love the things. That's kind of what happens with Ben and Carter. They kind of don't like Scouts, but they do it because Augie is there. They all met each other in Scouts, and that makes them love it even more because they're all a part of it. So I really enjoyed that message. And then as for things that I didn't particularly like, I'd say that maybe some of the jokes went a little too long or a little too far. But for overall, this movie is a really fun movie. It's very in line with something like Zombieland if you made it a raunchy teen sex comedy, and added zombies to it. I think that that's like a perfect encapsulation of what this movie is about. Now that we heard my likes and dislikes, let's talk about what other people thought of this movie. On Letterboxd, it has a 2.8 out of 5. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 44% critic score and a 48% audience score. And on Metacritic, it has a 32 out of 100. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie. The reviews don't seem that good, but I thought that it was a pretty fun movie and would definitely recommend checking it out if you have not already seen it. So if you've seen Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, and why. Remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Bye!